Break their teeth, O God, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord. Psalm 58, verse 6. David has described the poison. Now he prays against the source. He does not pray for these men to be educated or reformed. He prays for God to break their teeth. This is an imprecatory prayer, a direct call for God to act in judgment against the wicked. It is not a prayer stemming from personal malice. It is a prayer born of the conviction that God is the righteous judge and that injustice cannot stand before him. The teeth of a lion are its weapons. They are what it uses to tear, to kill, and to devour. These corrupt rulers use their mouths in the same way. Their words devour the innocent. Their verdicts tear apart the lives of those who have no power to resist. David prays God would disarm them, remove their weapons, and stop the destruction before it spreads further. The phrase young lions carries the image of predators in their prime. These men are not weakened by age or doubt. They are active and dangerous. David's prayer is not passive. He lays the full force of the situation before God and asks for decisive action. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces. Psalm 58, verse 7. David calls for the power of these men to dissolve. Water that runs off leaves nothing behind. There is no accumulation, no reservoir, no lasting force. The wicked who seem so powerful, so established in their courts and their schemes, David prays they would drain away. Their strength will come to nothing. The second image sharpens the prayer. An archer draws his bow and aims. David prays that before the arrow even flies, these men would be cut to pieces. This is not a prayer for slow decline. It is a prayer for God to act before the damage reaches its target. As a snail which melteth, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. Psalm 58, verse 8. David draws on two more images. The snail that melts as it moves leaves a trail of dissolution behind it. Whatever these men build, whatever power they accumulate, David prays it dissolves as they go. The second image is harder. An untimely birth, a child born dead who never sees the sun. It has no life and no future. David prays the same for the works of the wicked. He asks that their plans never see the light of day. What they build in darkness will die in obscurity. Before your pots can feel the thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. Psalm 58, verse 9. This verse carries the image of a fire built under a cooking pot. A traveler gathers thorns for fuel, a fast-burning material. But before the pot even heats, before the fire takes hold, God sweeps it all away. The whirlwind removed everything: the fire, the thorns, the pot, and the meal that was never cooked. Wicked people's plans will fail. The phrase, both living and in his wrath, speaks to the totality of God's judgment. It reaches the living and the dead. It moves in wrath, not reluctance. God does not delay out of indifference.